No Man's Sky is finally here, and what a wait it has been. After literally doing nothing but sit in front of a computer and hold their breath for years, millions of fanboys are about to have their dream realized when a game is released that lets you explore the entire universe and beyond. It's been anything but a smooth ride though. In fact, it's had more problems than the Xbox One. It's unnecessary that. Microsoft have done everything in their power to try and sort that situation out. Get assholes like me to keep commenting on it. Anyway, here's 5 shocking No Man's Sky's controversies that almost ruined mankind. Number 5. The Day 1 patch. You're not allowed to give your video game a Day 1 patch. If you do, you fucked it, you're not very good at your job, and you should just shut down operations and all go home. That's what the internet thinks anyway. Hence why when Hello Games did announce that No Man's Sky had a Day 1 patch, it went into complete meltdown. In reality, it's the studio using modern technology to balance the quality of the game against when it's got to come out. It's quite admirable when you think about it. It means they care and they want the best for their toy. And listen to what they've added. There's the 3 paths, one of which you can choose to follow for a different perspective on the game, increased diversity, a bigger inventory, better graphics, and one of the mentioned paths has been rewritten to allow for multiple endings. That's quite the undertaking, and goes to show that Hello Games has had plans in place for a long time. What would you rather they do? Just release a YouTube video that tries to paper over the cracks? It's not CSGO Lotto. Number 4. The delay. Since No Man's Sky was announced way back in 2013, expectant gamers have demanded they can play it right now. Because they have a Twitter account, and they think that other people want to hear what they say. Here's a newsflash for you. They don't. After suffering an initial delay, however, which most people were pretty cool with, the second one that was announced in June broke people into a million pieces. Delayed only 2 months until August, some people decided that that was enough to warrant a death threat. Death threats over video games. What a lot of people failed to realise though is that this was, once again, a testament to the team and what they wanted to create. Imagine you were an expert painter. You were halfway through a creation and then a bunch of assholes kicked down your door and just started glaring at your work. How would you feel? Pretty pissed off, right? Then imagine one produced a gun and threatened to shoot you. We're in bizarro territory. No matter what you think of No Man's Sky when you eventually play it, no one can fault Hello Games for doing whatever they could to achieve their goals. Especially when 90% of all expectations were made up by the public, so you set yourselves up for disappointment. There was no need to do that. Number 3. Being published by Sony. While No Man's Sky was once an indie game, not anymore. As soon as Sony announced that it was publishing it, it lost all niche credibility and became a big, bad, evil AAA game that's got to be banished from the world because it is of course responsible for everybody's problems. Why anyone had an issue with this is a mystery. If anything, the support of a giant like Sony allowed Hello Games to get closer to their original vision, because money equals power, and power equals success. This was essentially the equivalent of your favourite band finding some momentum and getting aired on Radio 1. You feel slighted and annoyed more people will enjoy their work, so you decide they're scum. Because you're insane. But who knows where we'd be right now if it wasn't for Sony's backing. Maybe No Man's Sky would have fallen into development hell, and you'd be sat there with nothing to do but smash your head into a wall and hope The Last Guardian made up for it. So in many ways, Sony saved your life. Number 2. It's only 6 gigabytes. Given that No Man's Sky apparently has over 5 billion years worth of content, allows you to travel throughout galaxies, and lets you explore over a gajillion worlds, it's not allowed to be 6 gigabytes. 6 gigabytes means that all your hopes and dreams are lies, and everything you were promised is just gonna fall flat on its face. Nonsense. Unless you work in development, it's hard to say how or why No Man's Sky only takes up 6 gigabytes of hard drive space. But frankly, who cares? Did you really want to sit there and delete 100 things off your PS4 and then wait hours on end for it to install when you could get on with the whole thing in record time? This should have been a moment of praise for Hello Games, where we all got together, stood up and said well done, and applauded them for their hard work. But we didn't. We shit all over them instead, like dirty apes. Number 1. It's only 30 hours long. Because a man on Reddit apparently beat No Man's Sky in 30 hours, that now means that No Man's Sky is only 30 hours long. Right. So we're just making stuff up now, are we? Fine! In that case, No Man's Sky was actually developed by Konami, but they don't want you to know because they know that you hate them, and they were going to announce it at this year's Gamescom, so you feel duped and terrible about your life. Once more, this sent people into a state of panic as they feared their own dreams were about to be dashed. But such thinking was just ridiculous. It's a game where you can explore the universe. Do you really think everything in the game could be done that quickly? You can hang around on a single planet for that long should you so wish. Take a breath and think about things for once. And furthermore, don't get so mad about this stuff in the future. Even if you do play No Man's Sky and you think it's absolute gubbins, so what? At least it's a thing, and things are good. So thumbs up. Now make sure you click the subscribe button so you subscribe to VideogamerTV, and then click the left video to see No Man's Sky is only 30 hours, what the fuck, and click the right video to see No Man's Sky is only 6 GB, what the fuck, and then share it. Why not?